Hello, and welcome back to Adonosium. We'll remember our podcast eventually. AWROPE for short. We're doing something a little different today. We are going to do an episode on r/Cremposting, which is the Cosmere shitpost subreddit. Something I go to frequently and enjoy thoroughly. You haven't seen a lot of these, though.
I didn't really know about it until you told me about r/Cremposting, and I'm like, man, this is fantastic. You created some content and threw it up there too.
I have made some Cremposting content for sure, so it'll be fun. We get to revel in the stupidity that is the we've gotten into the touching side of the Cosmere. We're going to go to where many dare not go, and then there's actually a ring of hell further than that called r/DalinarGetTheFire. Which is where the worst of the worst end up from Cremposting. There's also go to Horny Braze, but we'll ignore that one.
That's for the Patreon,
right? Exactly. Yeah, you got to pay extra for that. Yeah. So I have this kind of broken down into a warm up, which is some good posts from the subreddit, and then we get into what I call the top tier Crem, which are some of my favorite from that subreddit, and then we'll end with a nice palate cleanser, which is DalinarGetTheFire.
Talk about cleansing.
Very cleansing. There's some really good ones. I'm really excited for this. So we're going to be kind of trading back and forth. This might be a weird format episode. We have no idea how this is going to go.
Nope. So. And I've seen none of these, so I can't wait to read them.
Yeah. And I did try to pick things that are mostly text posts or can be easily described if it is an image, because there's a lot of memes, there's a lot of things that you kind of need the visual gag, which for those of you listening, you wouldn't enjoy. For those of you watching, I'll still have the images in post pop up, I think. So, shall we begin? This episode contains spoilers for Mistborn Era 1 and the Stormlight Archive Era 1, including Wind and Truth.
We shall. First post.
Do you want to be Kaladin or Shallan? All right. Winner gets Shallan.
Okay. Fuck.
All right, I'm Shallan.
All right, Kaladin. Shallan, I think I have feelings for you.
I think I have feelings for you too.
The feeling was friendship. It was simply that neither had felt it before.
I just love I just think about them in the cavern, which is like they think they have things for each other just because they've never had a platonic friend of the opposite sex or a friend.
Really? They're just trauma bonding.
They really are. And Kaladin's like, "Is this love?
Is this love?
Baby, don't hurt me." and Shallan's like, "Well, part of me loves you." That part's name is Vale. She's got horrible taste in men. All right, so this is a fake. Actually, I don't know. I think there was a real The Onion post, but this is a fake The Onion post that says, Brandon Sanderson crosses picket line, writes 116 seasons of prestige television. Brandon Sanderson, the fantasy novelist who recently made headlines for his record-breaking Kickstarter, has been accused of stabbing after crossing the picket line and filling in for all 11,000 WGA members. The Onion sits down with the prominent author to discuss his motives, which seems mostly to have been that he was bored and there was nothing on TV.
The idea of Brandon Sanderson being so bored that he wrote enough content for all 11,000 writers is fantastic. And also a little scary because it's like, could he actually do that though?
It's one of those Onion articles that like hits just a little too close to the truth, which has honestly the past 5 years, Onion is like close to real journalism.
This next post, Adolin, Renarin, and Kaladin. We can just start off from the top. You want to start off with Adolin?
Yeah. Adolin ends up cornered and outnumbered in a duel.
Renarin jumps in after him and promptly chokes.
Kaladin, what idiot. Squins, oh no, those are my idiots.
I like that Renarin jumps in and just chokes on something. I imagine him actually choking, not just choking in his action. He just swallows a bug.
Yeah, he doesn't have one of his fits. He literally just a Kremling flies into his mouth.
Too much creme.
Oh, fuck.
Have people ever told him, swallow bitch, there's people starving in Gadriel?
He's like, what the fuck is a Scadrial?
Zael's just like, you'll know when you're older.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's like, you'll get it when you're older.
This one's very much an image one.
Oh, but I think people will get it.
So we have Gary the snail from SpongeBob, and then we have Gary the snail as the older librarian version. Pattern in Rashar is normal Gary. Pattern in Shadesmar. That's librarian
with a robe.
With a robe and everything. Just like, hello, SpongeBob.
Oh my god! I'm right now in Rhythm of War. I'm when they're going to lasting integrity.
Oh yeah.
And there's like 4 cryptids just annoying Shallan, and they're all just like, they're like, lies. This is great. Oh my god! She called us a. What did she called him some sort of insult, and Pattern's like, haha, that's an affectionate term when she's using it. And she's like, oh my god, she had to literally change personas. She was so pissed.
Do you think Pattern in Roshar has a different voice when they're in the cognitive or the Shadesmar?
No.
Do you think it's gonna be more? No, you think it's the same?
I think it's still just as because that's how Kate Redding does, is like the voice is the same in both, and I cannot hear anything besides Kate Redding's Pattern encrypted voice. It's too perfect.
Yeah, but like I don't know if he's gonna voice it in the whatever form they do. So do you think they switch it up a bit?
They should just have like a literal. You know, that's actually a meme later, so I'll save that.
Okay.
All right. The next one says, it's a giant tome, a giant book. It says the Stormlight Archive. And then there's a much smaller book. It says the Stormlight Archive if Dalinar had murdered Gavilar and seized the throne. And then there's a third book that says the Stormlight Archive if Lift had a gun. And part of it says, like a little sliver says the plot. And then the other 90% of the book is trying to take the gun away from Lift.
I want to see a fanfic writing that last one of Lift gets a gun, resolves the plot immediately, and the rest of the book is Lift, you gotta put down the gun.
You remember the... What do you have? A knife. No! The kid running, that's Lift with a gun.
Lift with a gun is, don't fuck with me, I have the power of enemy and God on my side. As she's just eating pancakes.
Yes. Oh, fuck. Lift is my... I don't care what anyone says. I loved Aunt Janser, and Lift is like my favorite character in Stormlight.
Lift is so great.
I understand that Lift is a lot for a lot of people.
Dude, she's just Peter Pan if Peter Pan was in Rashar, okay? Wouldn't we all want to remain a kid?
And had even worse influences.
And just even worse influences. And then someone said, what if we gave this child a gun?
She has a shard gun.
Yo.
But it only shoots like darts, like Nerf darts. Because she doesn't want to kill anyone. She literally...
But it shoots with Nerf darts at like 1,000 miles per hour.
So, it definitely still hurts like a lot. But you're probably not going to die from it. Oh, fuck. All right, you got the...
Oh, yeah, let me get the next one up. Okay, this is a the Weather Boy. It's using the Weather Boy meme format. The Stormfather. Who are you? How did you get in here? Lift. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Because Lift would just refer to the Stormfather as Weather Boy. And he's gonna be like,
I've never thought of the Stormfather as just calling him Weather Boy.
Oh my god.
That's fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, fuck.
Literally, Wind and Truth. John Hart's like, you can leave me, Weather Boy. And Odium's like, wouldn't you like to join me, Weather Boy?
Literally the only one ballsy enough to call the Stormfather Weather Boy.
That's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, another solid Lift post. All right. So this one, the title of this post is Alista is the real MVP of the Stormlight Archive. Anyone who claims they relate to most to Kaladin or Shallan is lying. There is one relatable character in Stormlight Archive, and that is the random Ardent who spends the Oathbringer interludes looking for a quiet place to read a Lethe romance novel. She's just trying to read her smut, bro.
Leave me and my smut in peace, okay?
A Crem, a thorn of roses.
A Crem of thorns and roses. I bet someone made this before, Way of Kings, and it's an Office continuation post between Michael and Dwayne. Dwight, thank you.
The Rock Johnson.
Dwight the Rock Johnson, yep. Sounds like a good paladin.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Kaladin.
Your paladin's name is Kaladin?
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like Paladin.
Maybe that's why he became a paladin. Real original
Paladin,
there,
the paladin.
Oh, Brandon, you really cooked at that. Cooked at room temperature with that one.
So much. This next one's so good.
Oh, fuck, you can go this one.
Okay, so this is the shit. What's the character's name? It's Evil Flash, but he's got a name. So Evil Flash.
Evil Flash.
Evil Flash, Tarvantian on a dumb day. My goals are beyond my understanding. It's just phasing really fast. Good thing he wrote it down.
My goals are beyond my understanding.
Bro, imagine like you waking up and be like, what the fuck happened? You just see numbers everywhere and like, goddamn, I cooked yesterday.
I love the chapters where Taravangian's like just not smart enough to understand. Even on like that one day that he was like nearly brilliant, he's like, fuck, I was too smart that day.
That's gotta be a wild existence, like flip-flopping between being crazy intelligent and just not knowing anything
right
at all.
That's a true monkey's paw like situation.
Oh yeah,
which is like the Night Watcher and cultivation definitely do some monkey's paw bullshit.
Absolutely.
Yes, my wife.
My wife, of course.
So this one is titled, her name is Novani Colin, and it says, why is the chosen one always a teenager? We're really going to put the fate of the universe in someone who has a undeveloped prefrontal cortex? Give me the story of a chosen one who's a 42-year-old mom that has already seen some shit and is totally out of fucks to give.
Her name is Navalny Colin.
Yeah, she truly is just like, is so done with this. She's like, I already lost one husband. My second husband's now fucking crazy and is reading.
And then you know what she does again? Loses another husband.
Whoa. Heavy spoiler tags on that one. Oh, fuck.
All right. Next one says, you/Mistborn has better things to do than look at my mediocre creations.
Now, some context to this one. People tag Brandon. His username on Reddit is you/Mistborn. People tag him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
For some bullshit he should not need to come to the chat.
This poor innocent man who has wrecked us emotionally a ton does not deserve these posts.
No.
But by God, we will still tag him in it. All right, so this one uses the Marvel format with the Hulk trying to Hulk out. Me, post the meme. Someone in the comments, wow, this is so good. You know who should see this? Pings Brandon Sanderson. Me, dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizard.
Brandon Sanderson, the wizard.
The wizard.
The frugal wizard.
Which, you know what this feels like too? You going up to get an autograph from him and me being like, tell him about our podcast. Tell him about AWROPE.
Which I did.
Yes.
I literally, when I got shit signed from Brandon, I'm like, I have to tell him because Mike asked me to. And I'm not just going to sit there and not say anything. So I was like, we named our podcast, Ada Nasium will remember our podcast eventually. And he goes, ha 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 ha, that's awesome. And then he has about 3 seconds with everyone. So that was our entire
I appreciate the way you delivered that too.
I'd like to think I had more composure to that, but we all know what happened when I first met Hideo Kojima. And I'm not going to tell that story on the podcast, so. Not until y'all know me a little better.
That's for Patreon. All right. Yep, you got this.
All right. New readers to Brando Sando. It could be drugs, I whisper myself as I buy 37 new books with no shelf space and a tight budget. At least it's not drugs. Me coming home with books from Jordan Con, which I should not have come home with.
Me having a shirt that in one of the earlier episodes that shows Magic the Gathering drugs would be cheaper.
Literally. Did your mommy get that one?
My mom made that one.
Bro, your mom's so cool.
Thanks, bro.
Bro.
My sister and my mom made this one. It's potatoes.
I don't get it. Could you explain that?
So it's a Hobbit reference.
Right, specifically The Hobbit, the third movie.
The third movie, The Hobbit.
Which was needed.
All right. Oh boy. This is my first time reading it too. So hot lies go, and it's showing pattern. It says pattern on microwave. Hello, microwave from Earth. Hello, pattern from Stormlight Archive. so stupid. It's so dumb.
God, it's so funny. God, when we first met Pattern too, when he was just like still gaining like sapience and like just running into shit and just humming, so funny. He literally just reminded me of my Roomba. Just like
I imagine he would try to match pitch with the microwave, and then he would be resetting the numbers when it runs out. And like, no, friend.
He's just watching the washing machine, and he's like timing his pattern with the swirl of the washing machine,
and then he does the same noise.
God, fucking like 4 of my appliances sing, and I just want to shoot them all. What is it? There's a fucking meme where it's like, tech enthusiast, my entire house is a smart house. People who work in tech, I own a single printer and I keep a gun next to it in case it makes a sound I don't recognize. That's how I'm starting to feel. I'm like, everything's listening to me. Oh, fuck. Okay. This one's titled, I'm crying right now. Adolin, me and my single brain cell are going to leave now. Adolin, motions for Kaladin to follow him. The development of that friendship is honestly one of my favorite things in the Stormlight archive, because book 1, Kaladin just kind of embarrasses the shit out of him after like saving their life, and is like giving order to like Adolin's men. He's like, fuck that guy. And then Kaladin's like, fucking storming light eyes. I like how I said the in-universe swear.
Yep, and also the
storming light
this universe swear.
Right. And then book 2 comes around, and then they almost kill each other in front of Xyle. And then book 3 comes around, and he's like, we're going shopping, bitch. We're besties now.
We're besties now. It happened a little bit off camera, but I love how much the community has gathered around and shipped this throuple of Shallan, my boyfriend, and his boyfriend.
There is like a legitimate actual like words of Brandon.
Oh, yeah.
Where someone asked if there's a world where a like threesome would happen. And he was like, I think Adolin and Vale would be down, but I think Kaladin has too many self-image issues to go through with it.
That
is a canon. Unless that's one of the fake words of Brandon, which we'll get to one of those later.
Oh boy.
I think that was a real thing of like, yeah, the Shallan and Adolin would be down. I don't think Kaladin would be down. The fact that he's actually answered that is why he doesn't come to the Cremposting subreddit anymore. But
why did r/Cremposting scare away Brando Sando? But I agree with that take. I think Kaladin would be scared. I think Adolin would come around. Vale would be 1,000% down without hesitation.
Syl would be down for Kaladin.
Yes,
like, yes, do it, Kaladin. You have to do it. She's always trying to get him to like. Even
my boy needs to get laid. Okay,
literally, like Syl is like, you can still go after Shallan. It's like, bro, they're literally getting married, and she's like, hey, rules are meant to be broken.
Hey, soccer's got a goalie. Don't mean you can't score, baby.
Exactly.
Colin's like, I don't know what that game is.
Is Syl kind of toxic?
I didn't realize she was Britney Spears.
Oh my God. I was literally, as soon as I said toxic, I thought about that Britney Spears song.
I was literally about to make the noise, and I was like, no, I don't need to make.
How was that for you? Was it good for you too? Please tell us how good that was for you. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna see the waveform, and it's gonna be peaking. So.
No, it's just gonna be a meme of Pattern. Pattern sings toxic. Baby, can't you see?
Could you imagine a quartet of cryptids?
Oh God!
And they just buzz the whole time. I'd pay good money for that.
What if Pitch Perfect was just cryptids?
I'm gonna kill myself. Cats, but it's all cryptids. Cats the movie.
Oh God!
Did you watch Cats the movie?
No, I did not.
I saw it in theaters, and I think there was literally 3 or 4 of us. It was me, Cora, and Guy, and
That's 3.
Yeah, and I can't remember if Emma was there though. But it was so. I'm not easily speechless at moments. There was a moment where one of the cats just like disappears in the air and like fucking explodes. And I remember I was just like, I kind of just disassociated for a while. And Guy turns and looks at me, and I'm just like full blown like mouth agape, non-responsive, and he just starts fucking crying, laughing at the just absolute, the disbelief on my face as to what I witnessed. That entire movie is a fever dream.
The musical is a fever dream,
But like in a good way. The movie's a fever dream in like nightmare fuel way.
So here's my take. I love musicals. Gone to tons of them because of Victoria. And we went to go see Cats. I fell asleep in the first act.
Wow.
So there are a couple songs that are good. People are wonderfully talented. That story makes no fucking sense.
You didn't even get the point where Bruce Wayne's parents died. Oh, that was Bats from Batman Begins. My bad.
So anyways, in part 2, when Bruce Wayne dies is crazy.
Yeah, you didn't make it to the good. You didn't make it to the Caterlanche yet.
The Caterlanche.
The Caterlanche. Who made that movie?
It is
or sorry, the play was.
It's
he's done a ton of.
Oh yeah, he did Starlight Express as well.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. Jesus Christ, you really don't know musicals. So,
isn't Andrew Lloyd Webber the scientist from Back to the Future?
So Andrew Lloyd Webber has done The Phantom of the Opera, Jesus Christ Superstar, Cats,
Passion of the Christ,
Joseph and the Amazing Dreamcoat, and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Evita, let's see, Starlight Express, School of Rock.
Nice.
Yeah, he's done a bunch. He's done a lot.
He does so much.
And no one gives him credit for it. Because Starlight
Is he still alive?
Yeah. Okay. Next one, let's see.
I think it's the last one before we get into the top tier Crem.
In an alternate timeline, posted by, or at least the screenshot is probably correct, Cosmere quotes. Jasna,
whoa! You cannot be dropping the hard J.
Yes, I can.
No, you cannot be dropping the hard J.
Just nah.
How did you make it worse? I didn't know that was possible. How did you butcher it further?
I see a J. I say a J.
So this will be Michael's last episode on AWROPE. I'm going back to running through the Cosmere. You know what? Yeah, just grab the cable. Grab the XLR cable.
Yasna teaching Shallan to drive. Okay, so you're driving, and Adeline and Kaladin walk onto the road. What do you hit? Shallan, definitely Kaladin. Jasna, the brakes, Shallan. You hit the brakes.
Sorry, I couldn't enjoy the joke because I was cringing a little too hard, but...
It's crazy when Jasna says those wild things after she killed people in front of Shallan to prove a point.
Passage. Would be her name backwards. Who has fun names backwards? Nalash?
Nalash. Because it's not SH, it's HS. Nalas? Nidalak?
Hanas? No, Hasaj? Hasaj? For Yasna. Nalash. No, Nalash. Yeah, you're right. I can't read.
Yeah. Nidalak?
Niloda. Niloda sounds like a real name in Stormlight.
So does Jasna.
Okay, we're going to move on to our top tier Crem section. So this is a screenshot of the Beatles talking about the best drummer in the band. And it says, reporter, is Shallan the most mentally damaged person in Rashar? John, Shallan isn't even the most mentally damaged person in Shallan. Formless is the and Vale's kind of fucked up too.
Mm-hmm.
I like how she has a persona that's an alcoholic. That's crazy.
No. I'm not the alcoholic. My other persona is.
God, she makes my life so much harder. Isn't that right? Vale, stop ruining my life.
Man, point to the person that ruins your life the most.
I don't have 3 hands to point with.
Holds up a mirror. All right. The next one, caption, I am a stick. Cosmere fans are insufferable because you'll agree to read the books with them, and then 500,000 words in, they'll say, OMG, my favorite character's about to appear, and it's a fucking stick.
Hashtag I am a stick.
Hashtag, but you could be fire. Hashtag I am a stick.
That's basically the same thing as like the Grand meme. It's like,
yeah.
Lord of the Rings fans are insufferable because you read the books and it's a fucking battering ram. It's their favorite character. And then we all say together, Grand. Oh shit. Okay.
All right, you want to switch back and forth?
Yeah.
All
I'll be Adolin.
Okay.
Do you want to hug?
Paladin. No.
Did you even hear what I said?
Yeah.
Then what did I say then?
Do you want to hug?
Well, if you insist. That is some like Adolin doesn't have many brilliant moments like that. He's a little golden retriever coded.
Mm-hmm.
At first, when I was first reading, I'm like, oh, this is just Elend again. But then you realize, no, you start talking about some difficult things that if they're not battle tactics, Adolin's eyes just start kind of crossing.
Yep.
And breaking. So I love that.
And you know what? He was definitely more bold than Elend earlier on in his story arc.
I think so too.
Stabbing someone in the eye is pretty fucking bold. But I think he got the point.
He definitely got the point. For sure. Right into the brain. That was like, woo. The death of Sadeas was fucking crazy.
That was wild. I did not expect them to commit.
I was like, oh, a whole nother book that we have to deal with.
With bitch boy Sadeas. Sadeas. He is sad.
You fucking book readers. I don't know how to spell shit. You know how to pronounce shit. We're almost a person together.
The earlier meme of me and my one brain cell are leaving. That's you and me.
Oh, yeah.
Every time we sign off, me and my one brain cell are leaving. Come on, Tony.
I've described this show as us bouncing our collective brain cell back and forth for minimally an hour. And it is, by the time the episode's done, that brain cell is bruised. I didn't know a single brain cell could get a concussion, but we somehow make it happen.
And as we resuscitate it, we make sure that neuron keeps firing off. Like, you'll keep working, damn it.
Dude, this next one's so funny.
Oh, God. Hold on.
We can swap off for this one, too.
Okay. It's got spoiled. That's why. Okay.
I'll be flight attendant and me. You can be dad.
I'll be dad. Okay.
Is there a doctor on board?
Dad nudging me. Should have been you.
Not now, Dad.
Not asking for a night radiant to help, are they?
Dad, there's a medical emergency happening right now.
Why don't you stab him and see what happens? See if that helps.
r/Cremposting goes after Liren like so hard. They do not.
What if you just stabbed him and see if that helps?
Which, like, I get, but I think probably the most morally like consistent character in this entire fucking book series is Liren.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone else in Mistborn and in Stormlight, they're like, they bend their morals or bend their ambitions, you know, for what needs to happen. You know, we just talked about Elend for a long time.
If he got chosen to become a Radiant, which order do you think he would go in?
Oh, a Genser.
Yeah.
Get to people faster to heal them.
You don't think he'd be a Skybreaker, completely stuck to his rules?
No, their entire surge is called Destruction.
Yeah.
Or Division. It's like they have an entire surge that is literally like for killing.
Yeah.
For destruction, for, you know.
All right, that was Liren be like, okay.
I'll read the top.
Okay, got it.
So the title says, apologies if repost. And then the first post says, what is Stormlight Archive about? Wrong answers only.
Tinkerbell competes with a spirograph and a clown for the coveted title of Best Therapist. Meanwhile, a med school dropout smokes money and starts a workout club. A struggling artist takes an internship overseas so she could steal a bracelet, and an illiterate book blogger attempts to self-publish his dream journal.
When you distill it down to like modern day shit, you're like, yeah, that's about it. So okay, so we have Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
The spirograph pattern and the clown. That has to be Hoyd.
Oh, absolutely. Best Therapist.
Meanwhile, a high school dropout smokes money.
Med school dropout. It's Kaladin.
Smokes money?
Smokes money.
He's like burning spheres.
Yeah, because
Absorbing spheres.
He's absorbing it and expelling it as smoke.
Smokes money and starts a workout club.
Yep,
Pretty average force a workout club. So that definitely has to be Kaladin. A struggling artist.
Takes an internship overseas so she can steal a bracelet. Shallan.
And an illiterate book blogger attempts to self-publish his dream journal. Dalinar Colin. How lewd. He's
Fantastic.
A man writing? Whoa. Oh. So now we get our first look at someone tagging.
First fucking question. They tagged them in this?
Okay. So this is a Reddit post from, I think it's r/Stormlight or r/Cosmere. And the title on Cremposting is I Feel Bad for Brando, and the title on Cosmere is Would Jancers and Dustbringers Need to Wipe Their Ass? As we know, these two orders share the surge of abrasion, which allows them to reduce to almost nothing the friction of objects, including parts of their bodies. If they reduce the friction on their butthole, the wouldn't be able to wipe their ass, but they wouldn't need to. It would just slide out effortlessly. Am I missing something? 100 upvotes.
Missing something to end that.
This comment. You/Mistborn, we pray for your wisdom and guidance. Minus 13 upvotes. And Brandon says, go ahead.
And lo, the heavens opened and a voice said, seriously, you guys?
You're embarrassing us in front of the wizard.
This makes me think of, have you heard of Tom Hardy? He did the Hobbits, like
Venom.
The Lord of the Rings, and they walk. No, not Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is
Cardi B.
Yup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So he has a whole song where he fucks with people and it's like, oh, I've lost my keys. Can you help me find them? And he always hits them with, have you checked your butthole? Beat up, butt up, butthole.
Start digging in your butt, twin. Remember that trend? You remember people were saying that?
Nope. Actually, never heard that in my life. Oops. Oops. Spoilers.
Sounds like you got to start digging in your butt. Okay. This is a long one, so this is a good one, though. This is some good shit here.
Holy, what in the copy shit posting pasta is this?
No, this is gold.
This is so long. Okay. You want to trade paragraphs then?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey everyone, I'm from Hollywood, where we make adaptations of your favorite books like The Wheel of Time and Eragon. We're excited to be announcing our new movie, The Way of Kings, and I thought all of you would like to know the plot of the movie so that you can tell your friends how good it's going to be. Enjoy.
Long ago, 10 powerful swords known as the Shardblades were used to defeat the dark god Odium. Afterwards, the Shardblades were hidden away to protect them from the forces of evil.
Thousands of years later, the good King Gavilar Colin located 7 of the Shardblades. However, the evil assassin in white, Seth, killed Gavilar and stole 3 of the Shardblades. Seth was the king of a people known as the Parshendi, and with the power of Shardblades, was able to declare war on Gavilar's people, the Alethi, along with the rest of the world. Seth took one of the stolen Shardblades for himself and gave the other 2 to twin warriors Ishani and Venli.
A young man named Kaladin lived a simple life as a farmer until Seth attacked his village, killing his family and the love of his life, Frenna. Silfrenna. Kaladin decided to join the war against the Parshendi, but ended up as a slave owned by Dalinar Colin, brother to the deceased king.
As the movie begins, Dalinar is leading a charge in a great battle against the Parshendi. Dalinar uses 1 of the 4 Shardblades, while the other 3 are used by Elhokar, Gavilar's son, and the current King Adolin, Dalinar's son, and Amaram, Dalinar's best friend. Kaladin is in the battle struggling to survive as a slave, but a strange spirit appears to him and gives him directions that help him just barely survive as he moves across the battlefield.
Amaram is struck down and killed. Thanks to the spirit's instructions, Kaladin is right next to Amaran when he dies, and at the spirit's urging, he picks up the Shardblade. He turns out to be a natural with its power and is able to use it to dominate and win the battle. Afterwards, in recognition of Kaladin's skill, Dalinar frees him from slavery and makes him the official owner of the Shardblade. Dalinar takes Kaladin back to his camp, where Kaladin settles in with Dalinar's retinue.
At the Parshendi Castle...
That statement alone is enough to say, ah!
Meanwhile, at the Parshendi Castle, Zeth confers with his god Odium, who appears as a big spooky face made of smoke. Zeth is worried because of the reports of Kaladin's power and prowess with the Shardblade, and Odium advises him to make his own show of power.
At Dalinar's base, Adolin introduces Kaladin to his shy, bookish brother Renarin and to his girlfriend Shallan. As a new Shardbearer, Kaladin is goaded into showing off his sword-fighting skill in a few duels. He wins handedly and starts getting more and more caught up in his own ego until Shallan steps up with a sword and defeats him. She tells him, "I bet you never expected you never expected a girl to kick your ass." Afterward, Kaladin's spirit companion tells him that her name is Syl and she was sent to help him.
Dalinar and Elhokar receive a report that Venli and Ashonai burned down the Rift, an important Alethi town. They worry that the Parshendi are getting bolder and bolder. Even with Kaladin's help, they may lose the war. Elhokar's wise old advisor, Taravangian, arrives. He says that there are still 3 Shardblades unaccounted for and suggests that they try to find them. Elhokar calls his wife Yasna and sister and asks her to do some research to find other Shardblades. Things are weird in Alethi.
Later, while training with Adolin, I keep saying Adolin because you say Adolin. Adolin and Shallan, Kaladin is overcome with emotion and stops for a moment to think about his hometown, Hearthstone. That's actually the name of the town.
I forgot.
My roommate plays Hearthstone for a living, so it's weird to hear it out of context. Adolin tells Kaladin that Elhokar was chasing after Zeth, but didn't get there in time to stop him from destroying Hearthstone. Adolin explains that Zeth also killed his mother, Evie, and Shallan's sister, Shinri. Kaladin bonds... Wait, who is Shinri? Am I missing something? Is that a name we've heard before? Kaladin bonds with the other two, having lost someone precious to them because of Zeth.
Meanwhile, Renarin visits Jasna,
Of course.
Who he has an obvious crush on.
Oh my God.
As she's researching, he's clumsy and accidentally knocks over one of her books, which she picks up and realizes is Galavar's favorite book, The Way of Kings. She tells Renarin that this might be the breakthrough that she needs.
The next day, Yasna calls everyone together to tell them that she's figured out where the other 3 Shardblades are. She reveals that the Way of Kings is secretly a guide to finding the location of the Shardblades, and the locations of the last 3 were disguised as riddles in it. We national treasure now. Or the Da Vinci Code is more like. Kaladin, Adolin, and Elhokar are sent to go recover the last 3 Shardblades.
The first Shardblade is hidden in an ancient temple in the vast lake known as the Pure Lake. The temple was built by the Radiants, an ancient order dedicated to protecting the Shardblades from the forces of evil. Kaladin, Adolin, and Elhokar navigate the traps of the temple. During their journey, Syl is able to physically interact with one of the traps and disarm it. Talk about mage hand. Finally, they arrive at the central chamber where the Shardblade is kept. The spirits of ancient Radiants appear and challenge Kaladin to a duel, which he wins. Afterwards, they salute to him and fade away. Kaladin takes the Shardblade and is told that he can decide who to give it to since he won it. Kaladin decides to give it to Shallan since she beat him in a duel.
At the Parshendi Castle, Zeth watches a vision of Dalinar and Shallan facing off against Venli and Eshonai on the battlefield with their Shardblades. Odium appears to him and tells him that the Alethi are gathering Shardblades and he must do something about it. Zeth decides to send one of his most powerful warriors, the Pursuer, after them. I love the Pursuer.
Jasna sends Kaladin, Adolin, and Elhokar to their next destination, the Horn-Eater Peaks, where a Shardblade has been passed down through the line of Horn-Eater Kings. They climb the mountain and reach the palace, where Elhokar is asked to speak to the Horn-Eater King. However, they are told that the actual Horn-Eater King doesn't live in the palace, but is instead a lumberjack that they passed on the way up.
Oh my God. And the whole thing is that the Horn-Eaters don't have any shards. This is like so beautifully fucked up. This is a masterclass in rage baiting. Oof. Elhokar finds the king, Rock, who chops down trees with his Shardblade. Notice how there's no bridge 4, by the way. Elhokar asks Rock why he does this when he's king, and Rock tells him about that being king is about being the most used to your people. He tells Elhokar to decide what being king means to him. As they speak, Adolin notices the pursuer coming towards them. Rock gives... Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Rock gives Elhokar his shard blade and tells the 3 shard bearers to flee while he holds off the pursuer. They escape while Rock fights the pursuer and is killed.
Back at home, Elhokar gives Rock's shard blade to Jasna. Meanwhile, Kaladin tells Syl that he needs to be stronger if he wants to defeat the pursuer, and trains even harder. Renarin talks with Adolin and Dalinar and says that if he wasn't so useless, he could have been there to help fight the pursuer, and maybe Rock wouldn't be dead. Adolin and Dalinar assure him that he isn't useless and promise to give him the final shard blade after they retrieve it.
Kaladin, Adolin, and Elhokar head out to get the final shard blade from the Shattered Plains, a land of vast plateaus. They find the plateau with the shard blade on it, but the pursuer suddenly appears before them. He easily defeats the 3 shard bearers and takes Kaladin's shard blade from him. Kaladin tries to pick up the Shattered Plains shard blade, but the pursuer kicks him and causes him to drop the shard blade into the chasms, where it's lost forever. Satisfied with his work, the pursuer returns to Szeth.
Odium tells Szeth that it is time for his revival, and Szeth prepares a ceremony to bring him back. Scouts report to Dalinar that dark clouds are growing over the Parshendi lands, so Dalinar launches the final battle to stop the Parshendi. Shallan, Adolin, Elhokar, and Jasna accompany him with their shard blades. Renarin and Taravangian join the retinue.
Got all French there. Meanwhile, Kaladin is miserable because he feels like he's nothing without his shard blade. A mysterious man with his face hidden shows up and encourages Kaladin, telling him that the true power is inside him. Kaladin is invigorated and rushes off to join the battle with an ordinary sword.
During the battle, Dalinar is mortally wounded by the pursuer. With his dying breaths, he tells Adolin to give his shard blade to Renarin. Kaladin arrives just in time to face off with the pursuer. Even though Kaladin only has a normal sword and the pursuer has a shard blade, Kaladin is able to match him. The pursuer demands to know how, and Kaladin explains that he made a promise to the Ancient Radiance to protect Shardblades from evil. Because of his determination, Kaladin is able to summon the Shattered Plains Shardblade to his hand, and he uses it to kill the pursuer. Kaladin takes back his Shardblade and continues fighting, now dual-wielding Shardblades.
Hell yeah. Kaladin, Adolin, and Elhokar battle Szeth, while Jasna, Shallan, and Renarin battle Eshonai and Venli. Szeth is mortally wounded, but laughs and says it's too late because the ritual to revive Odium is complete.
Then suddenly, Taravangian walks in. He reveals that he is Odium, trapped in mortal form by the shard blades. He pulls a rock out of his pocket called the Odium Stone and explains that with it he has been controlling Szeth and through him the Parshendi. Now that the ritual is complete and the 10 shard blades reassembled, he can be restored. Taravangian fuses with the dying Szeth in the big smoke Odium face, becoming a revived Odium. He says that he will create an Everstorm and destroy the world.
Realizing that they were deceived, Venli and Eshonai switch sides to join the Alethi. However, Kaladin begins to lose hope as they're short 1 shardbearer and are no match against Odium.
Suddenly, Syl tells Kaladin that she will always be there for him. Kaladin has a flashback of Ferena and remembers that her name was Sylphrena.
Wow.
He realizes that Ferena came back for him even after her death to make sure that he was okay. Syl grows to full human size, and Kaladin gives her Szeth's shard blade. Standing together, Kaladin, Syl, Adolin, Elhokar, Jasna, Shallan, Renarin, Venli, and Eshonai fire beams from their shard blades that blast Odium, destroying him for good. And as he fades away, Odium cries out, "El, avenge me!"
Oh my god. In the aftermath of the fucking laser beams from the shard blades is crazy.
It's like Power Rangers.
Oh my god.
Shit there.
It's so painful. In the aftermath of the battle, peace is declared between the Alethi and the Parshendi, and Eshonai and Venli promise to be better rulers and reform the Parshendi. Adolin and Renarin mourn Dalinar, and Elhokar holds a grand funeral for him. Shallan tells Adolin that Dalinar is with Evie now.
Meanwhile, now that Odium is defeated, Syl has to go. Kaladin holds her as she fades away, and she tells him that she will always love him, but that she wants him to be happy and find someone who makes him as happy as he made her. Kaladin cries after she vanishes.
Yasna calls everyone together a few days later. She has learned that The Way of Kings was just the first of a series of 10 books called The Stormlight Archive, which reveals a location of all the world's greatest treasures. They decide to set out to find the other books.
In the last scene of the movie, Jasna and Elhokar wave goodbye to Kaladin, Adolin, Shallan, and Renarin as they board a ship called the Wind's Pleasure to search for the next book, Words of Radiance. Just before they set off, the Shonai comes running and jumps onto the ship. She left Venli to be queen of the Parshendi because she wants to see the world. Kaladin and the Shonai smile at each other as they set sail, hinting that they will get together.
Are you ready for this final paragraph? Because it fucking hits, bro. In a post-credit scene, the mysterious man who cheered up Kaladin is paying his respects at Dalinar and Gavilar's graves. He wishes Dalinar could see all the amazing adventures that are going to unfold. He turns around and is revealed to be Amaram. Amaran walks by his own grave, which reads, Hoid Amaram, and muses that he is very glad that he made sure to drop his shard blade where Kaladin could get it. He leaves the graveyard, followed by Tone, his burly sidekick, who mysteriously carries an 11th shard blade. As Amaran walks off, he pulls out a flute and begins playing a jaunty tune.
Holy shit.
Dude, I know that was a long journey, but man, that destination, am I right?
Wow.
Hoid Amaran hurts on like a metaphysical level. Like, I both feel it in my soul and in my balls. It's
all just being his burly sidekick with an 11th shard blade.
Which is like, I think, an homage to the 11th metal. You know what I mean? Like, it's so perfectly butchered that it actually feels like it could be a real shitty screenplay from like M. Night Shyamalan. You know what I'm saying?
What a new ship of Elhokar and just not.
Oh my god. Kaladin Eshonai is hilarious because they never even met. No. Because they fought when rescuing Dalinar. Enemies to lovers, am I right? God, Bridge 4 not even being a thing.
Rock being the king of the Horn Eaters.
And dying in a battle. There's just so much that they got.
And giving him Dalinar's lesson of like, king should be should serve his people and using it to the sharp blade to cut trees.
Right. It's like when Dalinar was literally cutting
trenches.
latrines.
Yeah, latrines and shit.
So funny. Oh, so that was the last I had for top tier Crem. So now we're getting into
real good stuff.
I think there's a good comment or two on this. Oh yeah, so this is just several consecutive punches to the balls. Killing his family and the love of his life, Frenna. I instantly knew where this was going and I couldn't hate it more. At the Parshendi castle, Seth confers with his god Odium, who appears as a big spooky face made of smoke. Accurate. And then Amaran walks by his own grave, which reads Hoid Amaran. This is the worst part, and that's saying something. Boiling down a Hoid to Amaran is fusing those characters is crazy.
It's so good. The smoke face of Odium makes me think of Doctor Strange when he's talking
Dormammu.
to Dormammu. Yeah, that is Dormammu's face is Odium in this.
Odium, I've come to bargain. Holy fuck.
That's how the final scene goes on. Kaladin shows up with dual-wielding shard blades. Odium, I've come to bargain.
What's crazy, dual-wielding shard blades is actually like a thing you can do in the RPG.
It's pretty fucking
You can
sick.
have more than one like spren bond and get 2 shard blades in the RPG.
So sick. I would probably have a sword and a gun. So I can be
basically Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah.
You have your pistol and your cutlass. All right, are we ready for the good shit? Are we
Dude,
ready
I opened it already. The first one. Jesus fucking Christ.
So I had, even though this one is an image, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. It is some very deviant art ass shit here. And it looks to be a giant. It almost looks like the girl Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon 3. And her arms are wrapped around a pregnant Kaladin. And there's a caption at the top that says, if it's a girl, bridge. If it's a boy, 4. It looks like the dragon. The white one, yeah. And Kaladin's the one that's pregnant. The audio only people, you may need to go to the video just to witness that.
Oh man, that was so good.
This next one.
Oh wait, hold on. I have to adjust my settings. Give me a second.
Why is your NSFW filters on? Loser. I browse Reddit in public with my filters off. I know what it's like to live life on the edge.
Roleplay, not sure if NSFW Cremposting has produced more Crem. All right, let's click on the image. Okay, Shalon, why is it that when we roleplay, you get to be someone different, but I'm still Adolin? Just bend over. Remember, you're supposed to be calling me Bridge Boy. My immersion. You gotta keep up the roleplay, Adolin.
You know what? This might be a canon event. I don't.
Somebody tag Brandon.
Bale just takes over.
Bale would be doing that.
Oh my fucking god. Oh
wait,
shit.
Given that this comment was replying to a shard dildo comment about Shalon's altar pegging Adolin, I'd say this is definitely NSFW. Oh, I shouldn't have read that.
No, you should have. We're better for it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll do this next one. It's a TikTok that is of a video, and it says, and it's some pictures from I think Rhythm of War. They show some like really cool like singer forms and how like gorgeous the singers are. And so the caption of the video says, the singers are low-key badass fuck. And then there's a comment under it says, me and my singer GF, who is currently in freak form, attuning the rhythm of the goon. I am enlightened.
The caption, these words are not accepted. Holy shit.
Currently in freak form, attuning to the rhythm of goon is man, put that on my grave. He died doing what he loved, attuning to the rhythm of goon.
Do you think the humming sound is goon?
Goon. Is that what happens when cryptics come? Goon.
But does it just spew out symbols and numbers?
It's just calculus. It's just a big ass integral.
They get too drunk? Can they get drunk? Do they just vomit letters like SpaghettiOs?
They do now.
They do now.
Oh, this is one of those fake words of Brandon.
Oh boy. All right.
Do you want to be Brandon or do you want to be the questioner?
I'll be the questioner.
All right, go ahead.
Questioner. You've mentioned that repeated infusions of investiture can change somebody's body into their more idealized inner self.
Uh-huh.
We also know that Knights Radiant are the only group that this really applies to, since they are the main group that routinely absorbs investiture. It fixes their bodies, which implies that it works off of that idealized form.
Kind of. And so far, I have plans for Mistborn Era 3.
We also know that Knights Radiant have a higher proportion of both mentally ill and neurodivergent people.
I'm worried about where this is going.
Those groups all tend to have larger numbers of furries in them. How long, roughly, will it take before some of the Radiants start to look like their personas? And if you RAFO this, I'll scream.
Bro, did you just spell out Raph? Did you just spell out Raffo?
If
you got a Raffo,
and
bro.
if you read and find out this, I'll scream.
Huh? That's a very interesting question. Probably not for a while, given that there's a massive war happening, but a light weaver or two will probably end up doing it before long. If you mean how long could a radiant with a persona expect to have to wait before seeing changes, it depends on the complexity of the persona, and it wouldn't happen unless that's how they see themselves on a personal level. 6 months for cat ears, 3 years for something on the level of turning into king shark. That's doing fins and skin and shape, but not like stuff like gills, which would take much, much longer, if it's even possible at all. Mine would probably only take 18 months.
What?
Huh?
Why?
The first caption is, "This isn't real, right?" Apparently it's from a Tumblr that does fake words of brand.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Someone's like, "It's fake. We need a branch of r/8 the onion," which is the subreddit of capturing people in the wild who fell for onion articles.
Man.
And someone said, "Crunch the creme."
Crunch the creme. That's pretty great.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Stormlight, fuck, marry, kill.
That's so good.
You ready? Sadeas to Dalinar 20 years ago. Dalinar, my friend, ever heard of a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill? I say 3. Dalinar interjects Evie.
Evie. Porque no las tres.
Dalinar, my friend, have you ever heard of a game called Fuck, Marry, Kill? I say 3.
Evie.
Gee, you had that way too quick. Certified Ash post.
Okay, and I love this one so much, and I have to read it to you so that you get to experience.
All right, I won't read it. Yep.
You will be warm again.
Oh, God.
Different for other people. I cheered some guy up by saying, but then it will get better. Then it will get worse. Then better. This is life. I will not lie by saying every day will be sunshine, but there will be sunshine again. And that's a very different thing to say. That is truth. I promise you, Kaladin, you will be warm again. But earlier, everyone hated me when I said, I promise you, Evie, you will be warm again. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Oh, man.
You will warm again.
I promise you, Evie.
Following up from the fuck, marry, kill, Evie immediately.
That's why I put it that way.
Holy shit.
I think I just spat all over the table laughing. Oh, fuck. Hold on. There's a comment down here. I tried to cheer up a friend once by telling him the dog and the dragon. His takeaway was, the dog accomplished more than I ever will. He has a knack for intentionally misinterpreting any advice I give him and encouragement I give him. He'll make a good genie. Oh, fuck.
Damn, that was some good stuff. That was some good creme right there.
Some top tier creme.
Dalinar, get the fire is such a good name for the subreddit.
Whew.
Wow. What a different episode. That was great. Nice little refresher.
We just got finished recording the Hero of Ages discussion, crying at the end. So I think we're like, let's do that one first. We'll end on this one. Because I don't know, going into Hero of Ages after some Evie Fire jokes, I don't think it's just the right headspace.
Unfortunately, I am the Hero of Ages. Fuck, marry, kill, Evie. Anyways, my wife, Yasna, who's also my sister.
My sister, Yasna. Bringing back Joey Wheeler, baby. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was some good stuff.
That was some good stuff. That was fun. I was kind of shocked. I was gathering, because I had pitched this a while ago. Yeah. I was like, God, I really want to do this. But so many of the posts are image posts. Mm-hmm. We need like an Am I the Asshole style, like Reddit stories thing that's just.
Yeah. Am I the asshole? So I went to a witch, a green witch, to help get rid of my memory of me killing someone. I don't remember anybody anymore, but I can't hear my wife's name when people talk about it, and I don't remember her. but I think I might have killed her. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, so I sent a bunch of bridge boys to their death and then disappeared, and then he was really mad at me when I saw him. Was he like valid to see me again? I mean, I only have one eye, so I could pull the disability card, but
hey, so I left my people and the people that trusted me the most to go defect and worship the devil. Am I the asshole?
Hey, I blindly followed orders because someone was holding a rock, and I killed pretty much every leader in Yakaved. Am I the asshole?
Hey, my friend decided to go host a party by himself, and it really protected the rest of us, too, so we're just going to keep existing. Am I the asshole?
Hey, so my teacher decided to lure out a bunch of bandits who were trying to mug her, and she fucking killed them all. Am I overreacting into thinking that was maybe just a tad overbearing?
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Send us your best Stormlight fanfics because, honestly, God, I want to do some Cosmere fanfics. So
my God, that'd be
reading
great.
these back and forth was so much fun.
That would be a really good. That would be a great one.
I got to get on what is it, AO3 or whatever that website is. It's a fanfic. They probably have a ton of Stormlight.
I'm sure they do. And then you have your friend too that you met at Jordan Con.
Oh yeah.
So you went to Jordan Con and you met a bunch of people. Share that. That's awesome.
So going was a super last minute thing. Cosmere Mo had posted that she was going, and she wasn't originally going to, and I was like, oh, bummer. Like, I wish I could be there. Because I love Wheel of Time. I've read a little more than half of it, and it's only in Atlanta, but I was like, it's like a week away. And then Aldenalcium, Audrey, had posted that she had stuff to give away there, and I'm like, God, is everyone gonna be there? And she's like, yeah, you should come too. You might be able to crash with us, or we might be able to find you a place to stay. And I was like, oh, I get to go hang out with all the cool Cosmere people. That'd be so much fun. And so finally, I just decided, I was like, fuck it. Contacted my friend Stefan. I was thinking of Raffo Steve. Stefan, who lives out in Marietta, and he let me crash with him. And then I got to go to Jordan Con all weekend and hang out with a lot of people. I met so much of the Cosmere creator community, and that was really fun. Got to dance to DJ Chaos or Lord DJ of Chaos. That's what it was. God, that was some of the worst DJing in the world. And so Emily Krishna is the with Shard of Opportunity people. And Emily's Ghost Buddies, we were dancing with Robert Jordan's editor till 2 a.m.
That's fantastic.
It was so sick. But yeah, everyone was super nice. The community is really, really, really cool. And we all had a really fun time. Lots of margs and one of the best mojitos I've ever had in my life. Yeah, just got a bunch of stuff. Met some cool authors. People really liked the show. People asked about you and hope to meet you hopefully we can get to Nexus this year.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun.
That's amazing. I was so excited when you were telling me about potentially going out there, and I was like, oh, that's such a sick opportunity. One, to go, be a part of a community and fandom that you enjoy, but also being part of the community that we have started to join and also, provide content for as well, was such a great opportunity, as well as just amazing to meet everyone.
Yeah.
I was stuck in California.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. But man, it was a good time. And I made some really good friends.
Yeah. I'm super jealous, but we love the interaction and how amazing this community has been and how welcoming everybody's been too.
Yeah.
We keep looking at all of our clips and stuff too, and how quickly we've gotten followers and engagement. Everybody's been so amazing, and it's only been 3 weeks, 4 weeks now.
This Thursday will be the 4th week.
Will be 4th week, so it's only been 4 weeks of us posting content and stuff too, and it's the welcome we've received and the connections for the community has been absolutely amazing and so rewarding to be able to be a part of this.
Yeah, we definitely were welcomed with open arms and just like we've been here the whole time. And it was really not really that surprising, just knowing we talked a lot about this in the Hero of Ages discussion. It's just the community around these books, because of the characters and everything and how well so many people can identify with them. It definitely brings a lot of like-minded and very kind people who are very emotionally intelligent, very aware, very just good people. And I being able to witness that firsthand was such a joy. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to be in the position that I can just get up and go.
Yeah.
And it did make it so that I had to kind of really crunch to get out episode 3. We're like, let's go to weekly. Oh, I'm leaving for the weekend. I was supposed to have that done over the weekend. But it was amazing. It was really like the best time I could have asked for. And I met a lot of just like even non-Cosmere people. A lot of book talk people were there. Jane, Nathan, Apex Printing, Jimmy at Apex Printing. There's a lot of really awesome people, even outside of the Cosmere, who have reviewed Cosmere stuff. And obviously know, but they kind of sit like in the Venn diagram. They're part of that. There's a lot of overlap there. And so everyone was awesome. Got to learn a lot of awesome Cosmere RPG stuff. Talked with a lot of people who did Jonathan did a lot of like beta testing and play testing, even for like the Mistborn.
Oh wow,
one.
amazing.
So he's played and run a lot of games there. CJ, who's the GM for Shards of Opportunity, or one of the GMs, he and I talked a lot about running games, and they're super awesome. Shout out Shard of Opportunity. They're great.
Yeah, we'll have the editor put in all their usernames and logos.
Yeah, we'll have the editor do that. Bio, age, location, social security number, all that good stuff. We got really close over the weekends. Shared blood is really cool.
GPS coordinates.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then my favorite, probably my favorite thing that happened, or at least one of the most memorable things that happened at JordanCon. So after we're done dancing, Emily gets a text from me, Edge Dancing Through Life, saying like, "I'm drunk. I need you guys to come find me," or something. And so we go back to the room where like Mo and everyone is, and walk in. Everyone's obviously been having a good time and drinking, and me goes, "Tony, I have something I have to tell you. I'm so sorry." And I just pause for a moment. I go, "Is this a Noah Khan thing?" And she just starts like laughing, and I think also crying while drunkenly confessing that I look like Noah Khan. It was so funny. So
it's the season of I Am a Stick.
It's an I Am a Stick season, absolutely. Shout out to his new album or whatever. One of the lyrics is apparently, "I swear to God, if I see a Cybertruck, I'm going to just full throttle into one," or something.
Perfect.
I was like, oh, dude.
You might be Noah Khan.
I might be Noah Khan. I should probably listen to more of his music. I've gotten more Noah Khan references in the past year. I guess he probably blew up in the past year.
Yeah, like
I feel like I didn't hear his name until like earlier last year.
Yeah. I started hearing it more, and then he did a collaboration with Hosier on Stick Season.
Oh, right.
And then I started listening it from there because through Victoria.
I like his music and I respect his music a lot. It's just not something I like listen to. It's just from my music taste. I'm weird.
Yeah, you don't appreciate your own art as
exactly. Every artist hates their own art. So yeah, it was a really good time. So Nexus is going to be Dragonstone Nexus is going to be even crazier. JordanCon is super chill, pretty low key. But Dragonsteel Nexus is like, either is not time to do everything. It's like MegaCon or DragonCon. It's just a lot. It's probably closer to like a DragonCon.
Yeah.
I mean, even MegaCon is huge.
Yeah.
Though I feel like the market is like more, like the actual like vendors are more important. Because I don't feel like I ever go to any panels at MegaCon.
Yeah, I usually don't either, unless it's extremely important to.
Right.
But if we do go to Dragonsteel Nexus and we get either submit one of our panel ideas gets chosen, or we get asked to be on a panel, y'all better attend.
Yeah,
everyone
absolutely.
better be there. But we are considering doing pitching some panels and such for.
Yeah, we have
Nexus.
a couple ideas. We'll keep them in wraps in case we come up with a better idea, or it doesn't get picked. We don't have to be embarrassed. But they're like, yeah, our 4 ideas didn't get picked. But yeah, we have a couple, I think, really solid ideas. And shout out to Audrey and Lilio. Lilio sent us the Lilio Camara, I think is how you'd pronounce his last name. He's a photographer. He's basically like the resident Cosmere photographer. He sent us the form as soon as it was available. And then Audrey's been awesome about answering some questions and telling us how all that runs. Because she's been on a bunch of panels. Yeah. She's great. Shout out to all the new friends we've made. You're all lovely. And they're so happy to have like been welcomed into this community.
All the stories have been amazing. You guys have been absolutely incredible interacting and participating in the comments, engaging with the podcast and everything too. And I can't wait to hopefully be able to meet all of you at Dragonsteel Nexus.
Yeah. Well, we ended much more wholesome than the start.
Yeah, right. Do we need to read another one? Just the palate cleanse again?
Shart plate. That's all we'll have to. We'll just end it on Adolin shitting himself in a shard plate. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Tony.
I've been Mike.
And we will see you once more.